feeling a little chaotic, eh? Like earthquakey, roller coastery, and that makes sense because your ruling planet is in detriment in Aries, and so you're forcibly kind of having to start a new chapter, having to like pioneer a new path, having to clear a slate. And the shakiness makes sense. You've been rocked with these eclipses, and the tectonic plates of your life are shifting. And so will you. You are being repositioned because you're being asked to find a new balance. You got this. Hi Libra, it's your girl Jay, the High Priestess, back at it again with the general tarot reading for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Taurus season 2024. Go ahead and hydrate, light it if you got it. As we create a safe space for my benevolent ancestors, Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth. Thanking you for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Taurus season 2024. Now, your ruling planet Venus also rules Taurus. So I do feel like things feel a bit more grounded and stable in this season. But the thing is like, what's the new balance? And no, not a new pair of shoes. Though, yeah, you can do that. Some of you probably do need new shoes. But there is something there about like a new internal balance being found, a new external balance being created from the new internal balance that you're finding. There's just a new homeostasis. And I don't feel like it's going at the pace that you thought it was going to be going at. There is this kind of just waiting in the waters of the unknown. Like, how is this going to go down? What's going on? But it feels like it's time to initiate, to execute, to do your part, to get on with the getting on with the new balance and implementing, enforcing the new balance. So thanking Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Taurus season 2024. Yo, it's the end of an era. You have successfully completed a cycle. You are protected to move forward. I feel like this season, the bull Taurus season, this is fixed energy. There may be somebody with that feels like a new staple, or this is like a fixed figure in my life. This is I know I want these things here. I know I want to keep these things. I know that I want to keep these connections. I want to invest in these connections. There just could be maybe even someone with Aquarius, someone that I feel like has a really specific awareness of protection. Someone that is protective over you, possibly. There may be somebody with Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, or Taurus placements coming into your life. But this is some sort of like rite of passage. I feel like something is done. And things are starting to feel in sync now. I feel like it is important to celebrate the small wins because this is end of an era shit. You have successfully completed a cycle. I feel like you have been tested and you passed, and you get to move forward. The Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. There is this like boost of energy that you're experiencing while Venus is in Aries. Granted, she's in detriment, but that doesn't mean that you're having a bad time. That just means that you're being, there's a pressure on you in some sort of way. So I feel like for you guys, this is with pace. This is like you're being forced to go at a different pace than maybe you normally would have. Like the divine, the universe is like really speeding you up. There could be a lot of travel coming up, travel plans. figuring out like where, like different places that you want to go, different places that you want to see. I feel like in Taurus season, it's like you're going to have the money, you're going to have the imagination to be able to dream bigger. And so for some of you, it's like you're so close to this ending. For some of you, the ending has come, the cycle is completed. There is a whole new balance. There's a whole new you that is emerging. I feel like a lot of you are burning the candle at both ends. Hydrate. And the fruit of that labor is coming in for you working so hard. Your hard work will reap a reward. For sure. All right, so continue. Your hard work will reap a reward. There is an influx of love, of creativity, of fluidity in this new chapter. It's like you're not, it's like the divine can get through that laurel. The divine can get through that. Like you're being reborn. There could be like this feeling like, you know, you're in this embryonic state of something. I do feel like before you charge on into the next thing, take time to, like before you start the next project, you need to like take time to celebrate what you've accomplished, to give yourself credit. I feel like there's someone coming into your life and it's safe, or someone in your life, and you know it's safe to be vulnerable. It's safe to be open with this person. You may want to protect them. They may want to protect you. I feel like there's new opportunities for relationships, for new opportunities for love. Libra, you're ruled by Venus. Venus is the planet of attraction. A lot of people want to give you this. There could be, but I feel like for some of you, there's like, yeah, this new thought processes around commitment, around togetherness, around what fun is, what festivities are. I'm already excited to clarify that in the plunge over on Patreon. Come join the ethical cult. There's no Kool-Aid. It's chill. We're good. Patreon.com/JustJEverything. For free shit though, check out my Instasham at JustJ_everything. TikTok at JustJ_everything. And for other dope shit that I do, my website, JustJEverything.com. All the links are in the description box below, along with your channeled song for this season. So be sure to check that out. All right. This is looking really good, Libra. So I feel like already with a major arcana, it's like you come into Taurus season with this like, all right, this like resolve. The changes that have taken place, you're like, all right, we got this. And because you believe, I feel like the divine is like ready to give you this new thing. I feel like wish fulfillment in love, wish fulfillment in artistry and creativity. You being in the position to receive. Are you in the position to receive? What do you want to receive? Who do you want to receive? It's time to get more specific. Because I just feel like there's this influx of something that you love, something that feels rapturous, something that really like replenishes you. It's like this is, I mean, we all are born into this world with our own cup, and our responsibility is to tend to the fulfillment of it. And it feels like you're getting a new lease on life, and like you're getting a whole new cup. All right, please continue. For Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. For Taurus season 2024. I feel like things are like coming together. Your inner world is syncing with your external world. Some of you have like, I don't know why I just heard hater blockers. Some of you have just like, maybe you put your hater blockers on, or maybe you've gotten some toxic people out of your life. Some toxic connections have been deprioritized. And there's just this like fresh water, fresh emotion, a whole new you. I saw the Page of Swords earlier. I'm just saying, this is like in some sort of way you're being reborn. But I also feel like with the Page of, yeah, and there's like new feelings all around. But there are people who are going to have some shit to say about your come up. And you need to make sure that you're not being petty, that you take the high road. I feel like there's all these new ideas. There's good news coming in around the ideas that you've implemented. There's something about taking these ideas and turning them into action. Some of you are feeling like diminished or feeling like you're having to start over in some sort of way. There could be someone really precocious around you. I feel like you just need to make sure that you use your words, Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising, that you use your words to generate clarity. If there is any confusion, use your words, speak up, use your voice, ask probing questions, ask the appropriate questions, ask the things that you're afraid to ask, get to know the information that you're afraid to get to know. Like, go ahead and save yourself some time by way of using your voice and being direct, honest, and forthright, and curious. Let yourself be curious. There may be someone else around you with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements that's very curious about you. There may be somebody with Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements playing a big role in your life or replenishing you in some sort of way. Make sure that you're not just taking. Make sure that you're willing, that you're showing up and you're giving as well. All right, final two cards, final two messages for, okay. Two of Wands. And the final card is the Nine of Wands. You had the Knight of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So from the page to the Knight, I feel like you're quickly leveling up. But what's actually on the bottom of the deck is the Eight of Cups. You have been pushed out of your comfort zone. You know that it's time to get serious and diligent about your mental health, about your spiritual health, about your feelings. I feel like it's time to get out of the emotional comfort zone of, evading or like playing game or brushing shit off or making light of things. There's something about earning something. You have to earn something, especially if it comes to someone with Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or Leo placements, maybe Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. I feel like you have to earn something. There is like this uphill climb. It's time to turn your back on what is old and established and really start putting in the legwork towards getting to this new height, getting to this next flight of elevation, the next layer. I feel like in the beginning of Taurus season, that's when like the major redirection happens, with the World being the only major arcana out. Whatever has come your way, it's like you're protected. You come out winning. God got you. The universe got you. And mainly because you've had yourself. I feel like a lot of y'all haven't been like relying on, like, oh my God, blah, blah, blah. Like you've like taken your power back. There's this whole new cycle in love and togetherness for some of you. Some of you may be pregnant. Some of you, there is like a new gift coming in. This does look like an embryo, or like inside of a sack. So there could be stuff with pregnancy. There could be something with like finality, or the birth of an idea, the birth of a project, the birth of something creative. There could be a new baby in the family. There could be, there's definitely new love, a deepening of love. I just saw 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's just like step by step, day by day, you're really progressing forward. And the final two cards, being Wands, this is interesting. The 9 plus the 2, that would make an ace. That would make the Ace of Wands. And so it's just like an influx of physical, spiritual, sexual energy. Maybe there's a brand new beginning with someone with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements, or some kind of, big ending, like a done with a fight with a fire sign. I feel like there's something about taking the road less traveled. It's funny that the World is out and then the Two of Wands comes out and he's holding the world. I feel like what is the world to you? What is meaning something is coming into your life and it feels like it means the world to you, or this relationship or this project or this business, it like means the world to you. And I feel like it's time to make sure that to take what's yours and how to like respond appropriately to the gifts that the divine gives you. Some of you are traveling a lot more. Some of you are taking the road less traveled in some sort of way, moving, going in a different direction. And the closer you get to Gemini season, or towards the end of Aries season, I feel like something comes to an end. There is like something that is ending, and I feel like you finally get out of fight mode. This is a soldier home from war. And I feel like in Taurus season, you're really becoming aware of who and what are resources to you. You're also being asked to evaluate your mental health and self-care practices. Not saying that something's wrong, but it's just like, be proactive so you don't have to, just check in with yourself more often. I feel like the redirection comes in the beginning of Taurus season, and then in the center towards the end of Taurus season, it is all about you and what you want going forward and how you want to communicate. And I feel like there's a lot of good news coming in. And that good news that's coming in is like lighting you up in some sort of way. And I just feel like you are divinely supported to like be going in different directions. There may be somebody with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements that's like playing a big role in your life, or playing a big role in your future, playing a big role. It's like there's a completion and then you're holding the completion. There's like the end of something and then you're holding all this new potential. I do feel like just make sure you're doing your part to stay receptive to the Ace of Cups. And I'm really excited to clarify this and see how all this goes. Let me zoom out. These eclipses, that lunar eclipse in your sign, the solar eclipse in your shadow, I feel like have generated this radical shift of the mind. And some of you are communicating differently, communicating more effectively, thinking more clearly. I feel like there's less mental fog because of some of the things that have ended. You are, for whatever that is, Libra, sun, moon, and rising, in some sort of way, I feel like there's some like end of an era shit that's taken place in your life. And you ready or no? You ready to receive? Don't you feel like you're worthy yet? Aren't you ready to receive what's on your level? The divine's trying to upgrade you in some sort of way. And I feel like you're going to have to befriend technology. You're going to have to admit that there are things that you don't know. You're going to have to ask questions. You're going to have to start putting in a lot of effort towards this new idea, towards this new life, towards this new balance. And the old and stressful and the people who want to fight and instigate shit with you, people who aren't reciprocating energy, the people who maybe were resources and aren't resources anymore, whatever it is, I just feel like if it's costing you, I just heard this quote yesterday, it's like, if it's costing you your peace of mind, it's too expensive. No mas. You don't need to do it. The dog's barking. Some of y'all are tired. I feel like some of you are tired and you're about to be given some rest. And not only rest, but rejuvenation. There's this influx of creativity and depth and intensity and ooey gooey good shit. And I feel like you get to talk about it or communicate it. Some of you, like, you get poetry, you get spoken word, you get a book, and it's like flowing out of you. Your art is flowing out of you by way of words or by way of expression. Some of you get way more expressive. I feel like there's good news coming in, good stimulating conversations. And if there is any kind of confusion, it's your responsibility to clear it up with your truth. Cut out the people-pleasing bullshit. Stop prioritizing everybody else's comfortability over your truth. I feel like a truth comes out, or a truth gets revealed by way of social media in some sort of way. There could just be a different relationship that you're building to social media. For those of you who are building a business, like, this could be time to consider marketing. It's Taurus season, the season of I have, and it's time to get really, really clear about what your desires are so you can transmute them into your possessions. And it's really, really time to get clear about what means the fucking world to you. What is it that you really, really want? And are you communicating that? Are you going to let yourself receive that? Are you going to put down your defenses and receive that? Is your level of protection outdated in some sort of a way? Because it's just like you're not confined the way that you were, or you will not be confined the way that you were. There may be somebody with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements coming in and really presenting new options. I just feel like new options are being presented in general, and you got to figure out, do you want to keep doing, you know, the tried and true, or are you bored? Are you ready to do something else? Are you ready for the next adventure? There could be something about moving or traveling, going to different places, getting, like, what do you need to turn your back on? 8 of Cups. Some of you, there's some stuff that you know you need to turn your back on. There's some old emotional stagnation that you need to turn your back on, because there's insight to gain. There's freedom to be had. There's magic to wield. Your magic. And I feel like after these eclipses, you are hella aware of the fact that there is no healthy we without a healthy me. There is no healthy interdependence without healthy independence. And I feel like there's a whole new era in the we wounds versus your me wounds. And you're evolving. And I just feel like you're growing the fuck up. And Venus going home into Taurus. When does Venus go into Taurus? On April 29th, Venus goes home, and she will feel like loved and fulfilled and ready to like pursue or attract in stability, comfort, like a oneness. And you getting to that oneness, that fulfillment, that happiness, it's your job, it's your responsibility. So make sure that you're filling your cup so that you can attract other people that also fill their cups. And 1 + 1 can equal 2. And I just feel like you really allowing yourself to receive, because Venus going into Taurus, your standards are raising. And so I just feel like your standards for yourself, what you previously accepted, is unacceptable in some sort of way. And it's just like, no, we're not doing that. It's unacceptable. My standards have raised. I know that I'm worth more, so therefore I will be demanding more. You moving, Venus going into Taurus is like ultimate Empress mode. And regardless of your genitalia, you need to be in Empress mode all Taurus season. Really taking care of yourself, nourishing yourself, really showing up for yourself, spending more time in nature, really figuring out what's the blueprint of the empire you're trying to build. And do you have the right team to build it? Ooh, 22:22 on the clock. It's time to evaluate the team and your relationship to mastery, and making sure that the people on the team are masterful as well. I'll see you over on Patreon, patreon.com/JustJEverything. Let's get into it. For the full version of the video, go to Patreon.